seconds. Kobe Bryant against Christie. Kobe Bryant on the move against Christie. In for the right, flips his shot up, no good. O'Neal lays it up, missed it. Ball tipped out to Horry, straight on three. Good! The Lakers have won! Robert Horry's greatest hits tour continues.
Oh, no doubt about it. He's got to be getting a Grammy for that one.
Welcome to Fast Break, a channel for anything and everything NBA related. Over the years, we've learned that no matter how good one particular player is, nobody can win a championship on their own. Will couldn't, Jordan couldn't, and neither could LeBron. To win it all, you need to surround your best players with a solid supporting cast that complements their playing style. In today's video, we'll be going over the top 5 role players in NBA history. Let's get into it. At number 5 on our list, we have Bruce Bowen. Bowen is considered one of the most quintessential 3-and-D players in NBA history. Every player has a role on the basketball team, and Bruce's role was simple: hit an occasional 3 and lock up the opposing team's best wing. In the current NBA, 3-and-D players are essential if you want to have success, especially come playoff time. Bowen's specialty was his defensive abilities. At 6'7", he had the speed and size to guard any small forward or shooting guard. He made 8 all-defensive teams during his 13-year career because of his ability to lock down the league's best wing, most notably when he guarded LeBron in the 2007 finals. LeBron averaged just 22 points on 35% shooting from the field as the Spurs swept the Cavaliers, in large part to Bowen's suffocating defense. He also played crucial defense against Kobe in Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals. Bowen was the primary defender for Bryant and would hold him to 20 points on 9 of 19 shooting, and as a result, the Spurs advanced to the Western Conference Finals and put an end to the Lakers' potential four-peat. He was the perfect role player for the Spurs, a reliable wing defender to slow down players like Kobe and LeBron. Luckily, Bowen had great longevity, playing 80-plus games 7 times in his career and always being available come playoff time. He went from playing overseas and going undrafted to 3-time champion that played a crucial role on one of the most successful NBA dynasties. Next on our list is Lamar Odom at 4. Lamar might legitimately be one of the most forgotten players in NBA history, and it's only been a decade since he played. He had a lot of drama in his life post-career, but that still doesn't overshadow what he did in the league. Odom was a valuable piece for the Lakers' back-to-back championship run in 2009 and 2010. Lamar actually has the best stats of any player on this list, averaging 13 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists over his 14-year career. At 6'10", Odom was talented at dribbling, directing the offense, and rebounding as a small forward. He could score on the post, mid-range jumpers, and from beyond the arc, but he also excelled on the fast break. When Lamar was in transition, all of his skills were on full display, with accurate outlet passes, finishing with either hand and coast-to-coast drives to the rim. The cherry on top was his positive attitude and leadership qualities. Odom was a great team player. He played unselfishly and was more than willing to defer to teammates while playing a supporting role. The best example of this is when he gave up his starting role during a contract year so that Andrew Bynum could flourish with the starters. And as a result, the Lakers dominated teams with him playing with the second unit. Even though his game was inconsistent at times, he was always available, rarely getting injured or in foul trouble. Odom captured 2 championships and a 6th Man of the Year award with really solid numbers, making him an easy pick for this list. At the 3 spot, we got Michael Cooper. Cooper was a key piece of those Showtime Lakers teams in the 80s, but he's often overlooked with how much talent he was surrounded by. Standing at 6'5", Cooper's known for his knee-high socks and thin frame, but it was his combination of shooting and defense that allowed him to be such an effective player through the 80s. His athleticism and length made him the ideal candidate to guard the opposing team's best shooter. Cooper is one of just 5 guards in NBA history to win Defensive Player of the Year. The perimeter defense he played throughout his career earned him All-Defensive Team honors 8 times in the 80s. Cooper was a real mainstay for the Lakers. He was drafted by LA in 1978 and played for them his entire 12-year career. Other than Kareem and Magic, he was actually the only other Laker to play on all 5 Showtime championships. One of his best moments came in Game 6 of the 1985 Finals. Cooper was tasked with guarding Larry Bird. He did as good as one could do guarding the prime Bird, holding him to 12 of 29 from the field. and because of the stellar defensive performance, LA would go on to win the series and Coop captured his 4th championship. Larry Bird would later go on to call him the best defender he ever played against. The fact that he was an integral part of the Showtime Lakers and an elite defender makes him an all-time great role player. Moving on to number 2 on our list, Derek Fisher. Fisher was the point guard for multiple championship teams, all of which were with the Lakers. He even had some decent stops in Utah and Golden State, but he's best known for his time spent in purple and gold. In over 1,200 games played, Fisher was a 5-time NBA champion, joining Magic, Cousy, and KC Jones as the only point guards in NBA history to win more than 4 championships. He also has the 2nd most playoff wins in NBA history, second to only LeBron. Fisher was a leader for Phil Jackson's Lakers teams while being an effective shooter from deep. Over his playoff career, D-Fish shot a stellar 40% from 3. Through the years, he made multiple clutch shots that kept the Lakers alive during long playoff runs. Most notably, the buzzer beater with 0.4 seconds left against the Spurs in the 2003 Western Conference Finals. And then the 2 massive threes he made against Orlando in Game 4 of the 2009 Finals. Both moments swung the series in favor of LA, so Fisher's value come playoff time can't be understated. He was the perfect point guard for those teams. If the Lakers didn't already have a boatload of Hall of Famers, Fisher would get his number retired, but the franchise's history is just too deep. Despite that, he was still able to have a successful career as a tough 6'1" guard that worked extremely hard. The fire and leadership he brought to the teams he played for allowed him to become one of the most impactful role players of all time. And last but not least, the best role player of all time is Robert Horry. Horry is not only the poster boy for role players in the NBA, but also the most accomplished role player of all time. He earned his nickname Big Shot Bob from the late game heroics he showed over his 17-year career. But it wasn't just his clutch shooting that made him a valuable piece for so many championship teams. Rob allowed the teams he played for to go small since he could shoot threes and had good lateral movement for a 6'9" forward. Horry's accolades speak for themselves. As a 7-time NBA champ, he is the only player in NBA history to win multiple titles with 3 different teams. He started for the Rockets as a young buck, but once he got traded to LA, he came off the bench for the remainder of his career. But that didn't stop him from having an impact on winning. He actually had some of his best moments after the trade from Houston. The most notable being in the 2002 Western Conference Finals when the Lakers were about to go down 3-1. Horry nailed a buzzer-beating 3 to tie the series against the Kings, and if not for that clutch shot, the Lakers probably lose that series and wouldn't have completed a three-peat. He finished that crucial Game 4 with 18 points, 14 rebounds, and 5 assists, and the Lakers needed every bit of it. Horry finished his career with 261 playoff three-pointers, as well as an 18.2 playoff win share despite only averaging 27 minutes per game in the postseason. He played alongside a prime Hakeem, Shaq and Kobe, as well as the Duncan and Spurs dynasty. Big Shot Bob will never be forgotten for the fact that he built out some all-time greats on multiple occasions. Thanks for watching. Make sure to let us know who you think the best role player of all time is in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video and subscribe for more NBA content.